study ordinary derivative. Unit number 6 will study partial differential equations. Again, in case of ordinary differential equation, there are different ways to understand of which type the differential equation is. One of them is check the linearity and non-linearity. So two types are there. One is linear differential equation, second is non-linear differential equation. Okay. Another way to identify the differential equation is homogeneous differential equation, non-homogeneous differential equation. That is not so much famous. Okay. Third is to understand what the order and degree is there. Okay. So first order, first degree differential equation that we studied in the M2, sorry. Then here we are studying linear differential equation where the degree is 1 and there is no restriction on the order. Okay. So let me continue with the linear differential equation, and one more restriction is there with constant coefficient. Okay, these are the different types we understood. In 4 different parts we want to study the unit number 1. First part is more important. It is the greater part. 2/3 part is the first part, where we want to study the different methods to solve the differential equation. Then we have written the CO. Then the CO is mapped with the 5 POs, PO1, PO2, 9, 10 and 12. Then references we have written NPTEL course. So I have posted NPTEL course link on the Google Classroom, as well as there I have mentioned which lectures you have to go through. In module 2 you have to go through the lecture number 9, 10, and in module 3 you have to go through the lecture number 13 to 18 for this unit. Okay. Then those who are interested, they can go through the Simmons book, or better simple one is the Grewal's book. HK Das is also there. You take any engineering mathematics book. Okay. Then we started with the topic. We know all these things very well. What is order? What is degree? Okay. Then what is linear differential equation? That is also known to us. Then we define linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, so the coefficient of a derivative term as well as y, they should be constant numbers. Then the differential equation is said to be linear differential equation with constant coefficient. This is the nth order linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay. P0, P1, P2 up to Pn minus 1, they are the constants. Then we have used this notation, capital D notation. And we have written the equation number 1 as d raised to n plus p0 d raised to n minus 1 and so on up to pn minus 1 y equal to f of x. And in short, it may be written as phi of dy equal to f of x. Okay. Then we understood what the solution of differential equation is. It is the relation between x and y which satisfy the given differential equation. 3 types of solutions are there: general solution, particular solution, and singular solution. General solution means number of arbitrary constant equal to order of the differential equation. Particular solution means arbitrary constants in the general solution are to be replaced by particular values. Okay. And singular solution is a solution which cannot be obtained by any method, but it is the solution. It should satisfy the differential equation, but cannot be obtained by any other method. Then again we started with the nth order linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Phi of dy equal to f of x. Its general solution is y equal to y of c plus y of p. 2 parts are there. First part is known as complementary function, and we started studying complementary function. So it is the solution which is obtained from the auxiliary equation, and auxiliary equation is phi of d equal to 0. Okay. And the complementary function depends upon the nature of roots of the phi of d equal to 0. 4 different types are there. This is the first type where the roots are real numbers. And then dy by dx plus my equal to 0. This is solved by variable separable form, and solution is y equal to, here it is, y equal to c1 e raised to mx. So if real numbers are the roots, and if they are not repeated, then this is the way to find the complementary function.
Hello sir. तुम्ही स्क्रीन शेअर केलेली का?
बहुतेक केलीच नाही. अरे बरंच
नाही,
उशिरा
मला वाटलं
सांगितलं.
केलेली मी ती दिसत नाही. ओके.
Okay, sorry, I forget that. Now I think it is visible. Now is it visible?
हो सर.
Okay, sorry, okay, let me continue. So 4 different formulas we want to develop corresponding to the 4 different conditions. First condition is roots are real but distinct, different, unrepeated. So this is the differential equation, dy by dx plus my equal to 0, and it is solved by our usual method, separation of variable form, and the solution is y equal to c1 e raised to mx. So say if 5 is the root, what is the solution? C1 e raised to 5x. And we have explained it here how to solve in case of M3. Okay, this we solve by we developed the formula by whatever we studied in M2. Now in case of M3, we don't have to write all these things, the things which we have written on the left side. Sorry. Okay, see what is written on the right side. Dy by dx minus my equal to 0. So d minus my equal to 0. So d equal to m, this is the root. And then solution is c1 e raised to mx. That's it. If m is the real root, and since it is 1, it is unrepeated. Now whenever roots are repeated, see we have written it here, d minus m, d minus my, d minus my, this is considered as z. Why? So that we'll able to solve the second order differential equation by first order method. So then we solve this differential equation, d minus m z equal to 0, by the previous formula, d minus m equal to 0, d equal to m is the root. So what is the solution? Z equal to, our aim is to find z, so z equal to c e raised to mx. Then that is substituted in equation number 1 here. Value of z is substituted. So d minus my, here it is, d minus my equal to z. Z is equal to c e raised to mx. Then it is written in our usual form, and it is obtained that it is linear differential equation, okay, where p is minus m and q is c e raised to mx. And then general solution, integrating factor is obtained, and then general solution is y integrating factor equal to integration of integrating factor into q dx plus some constant, say c dash. So y e raised to mx equal to, this is cancelled, cx plus c dash, and the solution is obtained in this way, y equal to e raised to mx c1 plus c2x. Then whenever yes,
कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन एकदा सांगा ना.
म्हणजे काय एक्झॅक्टली विचारायचं तुला?
तुम्ही आता लिहिलं कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी ऑक्झिलरी इक्वेशन मधून कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन काढता येतं आपल्याला.
हो करेक्ट.
मग कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन नेमकं काय ते मला डी
कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी, ठीक. Complementary equation is also solution, but whose solution? It is solution of this part only. Pi of dy equal to 0. याचं फक्त solution. Right? So we are considering.
कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी फंक्शन नेमकं काय आहे त्याच्यात?
कशामध्ये?
Pi of dy equal to 0.
ह्याचं सोल्युशन आहे. Phi of dy equal to 0, y equal to, we are getting some value, we are getting y in terms of x, na? So that is solution of that differential equation. Right now, see the equation number 2. It is visible, na? So right now, differential equation is phi of dy equal to f of x. Time being, let me consider f of x equal to 0. So I have a new differential equation, phi of dy equal to 0. Solution of this new differential equation is the complementary function. Now clear? Or till it is not clear? Acha, if we go through this differential equation, equation number 2 only, the general solution of this differential equation is y equal to y of c plus y of p. Two parts are there. One is complementary function and other is particular integral. Now, what is complementary function? For that, we have to consider f of x equal to 0, and then we'll get a new differential equation, phi of dy equal to 0. Solution of that differential equation is complementary function. Till if it is not clear, let me solve few examples today, and then it will be clear. ओके
ते पर्टिक्युलर इंटिग्रल आहे ना
कुठला हा हा
पी आय
हा कंटिन्यू श्रेयस कंटिन्यू
हा पर्टिक्युलर इंटिग्रल काय आहे?
nahi, at this moment for me also it is difficult, huh? So keep patience, you will come to know everything, okay? Afterwards, maybe after 4 or 5 lectures, till if any doubt is there, I will solve it, okay? At this moment, if you are not solving example, if you are going through the theory part only, for you also it is difficult, huh? Don't solution hai kita hai y equal to y of c plus y of p, combination of these two is the general solution of y, okay? Now how y of c is obtained by considering f of x equal to 0. Now obviously while finding particular integral, we'll consider f of x as it is, will not consider it as 0, okay? So time being, give me some time, okay? We'll understand it. So let me continue. If complex and unrepeated roots are there, we understood what the procedure is, and the solution is c1 cos of beta x plus c2 sin of beta x, okay, e raised to alpha x. Okay, let me continue now. 1 minute only, huh? First what we'll do now, we'll write all the formulas together and we want to develop one more formula. Okay, it's not working. 1 minute. अरे किधर आते हैं? Hope now it is working. Yes, Sadan, write with me. Complementary function. Solution of whose solution? Phi of dy equal to f of x or equal to 0? Equal to 0. Okay. Now first condition. Real and unrepeated roots. Okay, so say d equal to m1, m2 and m3. What they are? They are the real numbers and they are not equal. So tell me what is the solution? What is y of c? c1 e raised to m1x, c2 e raised to m2x, right? And c3 e raised to m3x. Getting? This is the formula to write the complementary function. Yesterday we studied this part only. Obviously, second part will be c2 e raised to m2x corresponding to m2 and c3 e raised to m3x corresponding to m3. And then we have to consider their addition, known as linear combination. Okay. Next, real and repeated roots. Yes, so say d equal to m, m, m. How many roots are there? 3 roots are there. So what will be the order of differential equation? 3. Okay, so it is like this. Order of differential equation is 3. 3 roots are there. So how many constants will be there? 3 constants will be there. Okay, so y of c equal to e raised to mx. Why e raised to mx? M is real number therefore. Then c1 plus c2x plus c3 x square. If 5 roots are there, c1 plus c2x plus c3x square plus c4 x cube plus c5 x raised to 4 and then e raised to mx. Hope everyone is getting this. Complex, or you can write imaginary, and unrepeated roots. Right. Complex roots appear in pairs. Now you are not offline in the college, so you are online, so it is difficult to explain this. Complex roots appears in pairs. It is seen in first year that few students are there. They usually come to the college in pairs only. Always they used to be in pairs. Good, very good. Right, alpha plus I beta, this is one root. Alpha minus I beta is the second root. Okay, alpha is the real part, right now, and beta is the imaginary part. So right, real part. What is real part? Alpha. What is imaginary part? Yes, I beta or beta? It is beta only, huh? Since I, that is root of -1 is there, therefore it is imaginary. So while writing imaginary part, you don't have to write I beta, just say beta. Okay, so it is C1 cos of beta x, okay, plus C2 sin of beta x. What about the alpha? What is the alpha? Real part. So e raised to alpha x. Now see what I will do. I'll combine these two in next part. Okay, so let me write the fourth formula. Complex and repeated. Complex and repeated roots. Okay, so say roots are alpha plus I beta, alpha minus I beta. So at this moment they are distinct, they are different. Okay, so say again alpha plus I beta is there. So now complex root is repeated, but by default, once alpha plus I beta is one root, alpha minus I beta will be the second root. So complex roots will be like this. 2 roots will be there, 4 roots will be there, 8 roots will be there, 100 roots will be there. Okay, it is not possible that 13 complex roots are there. Absolutely wrong. Okay, 3 complex roots are there. Absolutely wrong. So what will be the y of c? See, like this. Corresponding to the cos beta, right? Now it will be repeated, na? Corresponding to alpha plus I beta, alpha plus I beta, twice it is. Okay, so it will be C1 plus C2 x that we considered here in the formula number 2. Whenever real roots are repeated, it is C1 plus C2x. If 3 roots are there, C1 plus C2x plus C3x, right now? So C1 plus C2x cos of beta x. Okay, next C3 plus C4x sin of beta x e raised to alpha x. Understood the 4 formulas? Now one more interesting thing about the formulas. Okay, remember the formulas. On next page I'll write one interesting thing, not part of syllabus but very important. Can I go through the next page? Have you written the formulas? Remember the formulas, they are very important. Please write them.
सर
Yes, continue.
सर साइन बीटा एक्स आधी लिहिला आणि कॉस बीटा एक्स नंतर लिहिलं तरी सारखंच आहे ना?
काहीच प्रॉब्लेम नाही, काहीच प्रॉब्लेम, no problem. Say if you are writing C1 plus C2x, instead of that if you are writing C1x plus C2, that is also okay, no problem.
सर एक बार थर्ड और फोर्थ रिपीट कर सकते हो क्या? हेलो
Yes.
सर एक बार थर्ड और फोर्थ रिपीट कर सकते हो क्या?
Okay. See, in third, alpha plus I beta and alpha minus I beta, these are the 2 complex root. Real part is alpha, real part should be in exponent, e raised to alpha x. Here it is written, outside the bracket, here, e raised to alpha x, right? The imaginary part by the Euler's formula, remember the Euler's formula, na? E raised to I theta equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Therefore, the imaginary part should be with the sin and cos. So it is C1 cos of beta x plus C2 sin of beta x. Clear? Now I am combining formula number 2 and formula number 3. If roots are complex, we should have e raised to alpha x and cos beta sin beta. If roots are repeated, we should have C1x plus C2x, these terms. Okay, why they should be, we'll understand them. Time being, let me continue. Okay, so formula number 4, C1 plus C2x, then cos beta x right? C3 plus C4x, then sin beta x, and then real part e raised to alpha x. For all the four roots, real part is same, alpha. So e raised to alpha x. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now understand. Do you remember the concept of linear independence? हटोते क्या नहीं है? अरे कुछ याद है क्या linear independence? Linear dependence, independence. Linear dependence, say I have a vector like this. Say x1, 1, 2. Okay? And x2 is say 2, 4. Is it possible to find x2 from x1 if you are allowed it to multiply by arbitrary numbers only? Scalars, timing, let me say it as a constant number. Yes. Is it possible to find x2? Yes. How we can write x2? x2 equal to 2 times x1. इसको multiply करो 2 से component wise. 2 into first component. 2 into 1. 2. Okay. 2 into 2, 4. Okay. So vectors are, yes, linearly. भाई बताओ यार. Linearly क्या है? Dependent या independent? Depend है ना एक दूसरे के ऊपर. So linearly dependent. Okay. Whereas suppose I consider a vector like this 1, 2. Okay. And x2 is say 1, 3. So is it possible to find 1, 3? We should get both the components at a time, huh? If you are allowed it to multiply by some constant number. No. Say if I multiply by 1, I'll get 1, 2 only. It is not possible to get 1, 3. Or if I multiply by 3 by 2, right? So I'll not get the first component. I'll get the second component only. So not possible. So we cannot write any relation of this form. x1 into something alpha x2, not possible, and therefore vectors are linearly, yes, independent. Now we studied it for this type of examples. Let me take another type of example. Say I have a vector like this. 1 is the first vector, x is the second vector, third vector is x square. Or timing, let me consider 2 vectors only, so that we understand x and x square only. Is it possible to find x square from x if you are allowed it to multiply by arbitrary numbers only, constant numbers only? No. If you want to get x square, you have to multiply by x only. And multiplying by x means multiplying by vector. That is not allowed. We are allowed it to multiply by scalars only, right? So they are independent. And it is so if I add 1 to the list. So 1x x square. How many roots are there? 3 vectors are there. Sorry, vectors. 3 vectors are there, and they are linearly independent. आ रहा है सबको समझ में? Everyone is getting this? अच्छा, fourth example लेता हूँ मैं. Say I have sin x and cos x. Can we find sin x from cos x or cos x from sin x if you are allowed it to multiply by constant numbers? No. Okay, so vectors are linearly independent. These functions are linearly independent. In better words, say I have e raised to 2x and e raised to 3x. Suppose I want to get e raised to 3x. What I have to do? I have to multiply e raised to 2x by e raised to x. But e raised to x is not a scalar. That is, this type of combination does not exist. E raised to 2x equal to some scalar into e raised to 3x. Not possible. Right now, and therefore vectors are linearly independent. Now go to the formulas. First formula, okay? It was e raised to m1x. This is one function. E raised to m2x. This is the second function. E raised to m3x. This is the third function. And if there are n roots, we can add n functions. And what is speciality of all these functions? All the functions are linearly independent. In fact, we should say in this way, if order of differential, now understand, the beauty of differential equation. If order of differential equation is 3, the number of linearly independent functions in the general solution should be 3. That is 3 arbitrary constants are equal. Getting everyone? Getting everyone? Okay. Now, second formula. Okay, I am writing the formulas. Suppose, let me consider these are the roots m and m, and suppose I write their complementary function like this: c1 e raised to mx plus C2 e raised to mx only by our usual method. Now, how many arbitrary constants are there? It is not 2. I can take, see, I can take e raised to mx common, and then I have C1 plus C2. And then I can replace it by a single constant, say C dash e raised to mx. Right? So I have single function, single arbitrary constant. But the order of differential equation was 2. Why the order was 2? Since we got 2 roots, na? Therefore. So order is 2 roots, but general solution or complementary function contain only one arbitrary constant, contain only one linearly independent function, which is not allowed in. Okay, therefore we have written it in this way. C1 plus C2x e raised to mx. And what the two functions are? One is e raised to mx and other is c e raised to mx. Sorry, x e raised to mx. And they are what? Linearly independent. आ रहा है सबको समझ में? Everyone is getting this? क्या बोलायच नाही ठरवले क्या आज? मदिया जी समझ में आ रहा है आपको? प्रसाद क्या झेपते कि नहीं? प्रीतम
हो सर.
का शुभम कुछ समझ में आ रहा है? स्वराज यश काय बोलायचं नेक्स्ट ठरवले बहुतेक आज लावतो बोलायला तुम्हाला थोड्याच वेळात बोलायला लावतो 2 मिनिट. ओके थर्ड नेक्स्ट see the third formula. There we consider cos of beta x into e raised to mx. This is one function. And sine of beta x into e raised to mx. This is the second function. And they are linearly independent. Okay. Now you can search what are the functions, linearly independent functions in formula number 4. Can you do it yourself? Can you do it yourself? Say no. Nahitar mana, nahitar gotri mana. These are the functions, sine of beta x e raised to mx. Can anyone tell me what are the remaining two functions? कोई बता सकता है remaining two functions कौन से हैं? So that I can write linearly independent functions. अरे सांगा.
C1 and C2x.
नहीं C1 नहीं सांगायचं, function फक्त सांगायचं. You tell me function only, but don't tell me the constants.
1 and x.
नहीं ना, x cos of beta x e raised to mx.
Okay, complete
x,
function का.
हाँ complete function. Sin of beta x e raised to mx. एवढे math झेपते की नाही बघा रे. Formula number 4. These are the 4 linearly independent functions. Getting everyone? Okay. Now leave all these things. Concentrate on the formulas that were written before some time. Okay. And we'll go through few examples. Hope everyone is having the scientific calci. Keep scientific calci with you. That will be required to find the roots of cubic equation, if possible biquadratic equations. Okay, so keep calci with you. Hai, everyone is having the calci? Everyone is having the calci? अरे सांगा कहते है नहीं? बताओ आप आपके पास है या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow you have to keep calci with you, huh? Please. यहाँ से आगे in case of numerical methods also scientific calci is required, and I think in first year first semester only we decided which calci you should have. ES991FX, Casio ES991FX. This calci you have to buy and keep that with you. Okay, from tomorrow onward calci is required, please. Okay, chalo first example. Run. Find complementary function of following differential equations, or you just write solve the following differential equation. That is also sufficient, right? D square y divided by dx square minus of, right down, write with me, two minutes only. 7 dy by dx plus 10y equal to 0. Okay, let capital D equal to d by dx, d square equal to d square divided by dx square. So the differential equation is d square minus 7d plus 10y equal to 0. Okay, this should be the way to write the solution. Auxiliary equation is, yes, what is the auxiliary equation? D square minus 7d plus 10 equal to 0. What are the factors? D minus 2, D minus 5. Try to write them in ascending order. Order doesn't matter, but it is always better to write the roots in ascending order. Okay, so real and unrepeated roots. So right, complementary function is y of c equal to corresponding to 2 e raised to 2x. Okay, corresponding to 5 c2 e raised to 5x plus. Note, order of roots is not important. That is, CF may be written as y of c equal to c1 e raised to 5x plus c2 e raised to 2x. Hope everyone is getting this. Order of the roots is not important. You can write order as you like. But we have decided what the order should be. Ascending order of the roots. Please let me go through the next page. Have you written it? Understood? Any doubt here? Shreyas, any doubt? Understood? समझला था थोड़ा you might have understood a few things about what the complementary function is. So this solution that we have written, the y of c, that will satisfy the given differential equation. You can cross check. Okay. Go to the next page. Right, second example. I forget. Written? I written it. Right, second example. Now let me write it in terms of d only, and hope you will understand it. D equal to d square plus 2d plus 5y equal to 0. Please do it yourself and write roots in chat box. Please do it yourself. Those having Calc, use Calc. Understand how to use the Calc. Maybe in tomorrow's lecture I'll tell you how to use the Calc once everyone will have the Calc. Time being, let me use the usual method of finding the roots. Hope everyone know what the ABC are, so no need to explain it. Minus 16 is there. Is it so na? B square minus 4ac, correct na? So minus 2 plus minus 4i divided by 2. So minus 1 plus minus 2i. So minus 1 plus 2i and minus 1 minus 2i. Complex and unrepeated roots. Real part. Since first example I am writing everything. Imaginary part beta equal to what? Now you may wonder whether we have to take 2 or minus 2. So it is better to take positive value. Okay, so what the y of c is? C1 cos of beta x plus C2 sin of beta x into e raised to alpha x, right now? C1 cos of 2x, C2 sin of 2x, e raised to minus x. Acha, okay, hope everyone is getting this. Next. Those who completed, please go through the next example. D square minus 6d plus 9y equal to 0. Time being, while you solve this example, how many of you like football? I think many of you are interested in football, right now? Messi is known to you. Those, I think, those who know the football or you don't know the football, whether you like the football or you don't like the football, I think Messi might have been known to you. Might have known Messi. Is there any news related to Messi? Kaustubh, what was the news related to Messi?
Barcelona.
Barcelona, yes. Correct. He left the Barcelona club. I think काफी लोगों को पता रहेगा कि Barcelona club. From where the Barcelona club is? Spanish club, ना? Anyone know Barcelona? Barcelona is in Spain, right? And Messi left the Barcelona club. While he was leaving the Barcelona club, एक पत्रकार परिषद वहां पे ली थी उसने, और he cried in that press conference. And when he was crying, his wife provided one tissue paper, and then it was auctioned, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. वो टिश्यू पेपर था ना, उसका ऑक्शन हो गया.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, और कितना पैसा मिला उसको? I think around 4 crores.
Yes, sir.
जो टिश्यू पेपर यूज किया गया है, it cost 4 crores. How it is possible? कैसे पॉसिबल है? आपको उस हाइट तक पहुंचना पड़ेगा उसके लिए, है ना? तो डिसाइड करना है हमें क्या करना है इन नेक्स्ट 3 years. डिसाइड करना है, कुछ बड़ा सोचना है ना? ये नहीं कि somehow I will pass the M3. This should not be the aim. Somehow I will do the civil engineering from PCCOER. कुछ जब चाहिए, if possible, the COVID should be for the next 3 years also, so that I don't have to study and I will pass the civil engineering. ये aim नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना? कुछ बड़ा aim रहना चाहिए. और आप, I think we speak about all these things in first year also, कि आपको by the end of first year you have to decide what you want to do after B. आपको लाइफ में क्या करना है वो डिसाइड करना है. Till if it is not decided, work on it and try to decide it within next 15-20 days, and then start working on that direction. Okay, let me continue with the example. Where we are? Here we are. Yes. Acha. You might have got the roots. Yes. What are the roots? Can I write it directly? Can I write the roots directly? 3, 3. Okay. Real and repeated. Okay. What the y of c is? C1 plus C2x e raised to 3x. Are you getting this solution? Okay. Yes. Okay. Go through few more examples. Let me go through few cubic equations. Cubic equations. Actually, different ways are there to solve the cubic equation. One is synthetic division. Okay. So let me explain what the synthetic division is. But I am not suggesting you to use the synthetic division method in the exam. Use Calci for that. Okay, but what the synthetic division method, that should be known to you. Synthetic division method is a trial and error method. Okay, so you have to try with different roots and see whether you are able to get the required root. Okay, so try karte hain. Y equal to 0. Return the example. The auxiliary equation d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so using, we should know the names also. Synthetic division method. So condition for this method is the coefficient of highest degree term should be 1. So here it is d cube, and fortunately the coefficient is 1. 6. Write them with the sign. If minus sign is there, you have to write minus. Say 1 is the root. Try karte hai 1 ke sath, hai na? So you have to write this 1 as it is. Then multiplication of this 1 and whatever root we consider. 1 into 1, 1. Then you have to add them. So it is 7. 7 into this, the considered root. 1. 7 into 1 is 7. Then you have to add them. So 18. So probably will not get the answer. 18 into 1 is 18. And this is 24. This last number should be 0. And unfortunately, it is not so. 1 is not a root. What is the conclusion? 1 is not a root. And you might have observed that.
Sir, last should be
0.
Okay, sir.
So you might have observed that the numbers are increasing since we are adding. Therefore, let me start with a negative number. So let me consider minus 1 as the root. We'll check it. 1 as it is. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. And what is their addition? 5. 5 into minus 1. Oh. Okay, guys. Some internet problem is there, I think. After this example, we'll take the attendance.
म्हणजे 24 च्या जागेवर 0 आला पाहिजे होतं.
Correct. Then the corresponding number is the root. Okay, होत नाही बहुतेक आज. Some internet connectivity problem is there. Let me start once again. But I am suggesting you to use the Calci. It will give you answer within seconds. So I have to write once again. Let me write it.
Hello, sir. Answer.
Good. 1, 6, 11, 6. Okay. And then say minus 1 is the root. So write 1 as it is. 1 into 1 is minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. So their addition is 6. 6 into 1 is minus 6. So we are getting 0. Isn't it? So what is conclusion? Minus 1 is a root. So one root is known to us. Now once one root is obtained from the cubic equation, we should get a quadratic equation. And these are the coefficients of the quadratic equation. 1 coefficient of d square. 5 coefficient of d. 6 coefficient of the constant term, not the coefficient. So it is d plus 2, d plus 3. Isn't it? So from here we'll get d equal to minus 2 and minus 3. So in all, roots are 3 roots required, and they are minus 3, minus 2, and this minus 1, right? So minus 1. Real and unrepeated roots. I have written them in ascending order. So what the y of c is? Y of c is c1 e raised to minus 3x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x plus c3 e raised to minus x. Some questions I will send it to you on the Google Classroom. Please go through the questions and try to complete the assignment by Monday. Okay. Okay. So for today we'll stop. व्हॉट्सअपला ते काय होतं माहिती का, जास्त क्वेश्चन होतात व्हॉट्सअपला, ते बरेच मेसेज येत राहतात व्हॉट्सअपला. आज पाठवतो, बट यू जॉईन द गुगल क्लासरूम ऍज अर्ली ऍज पॉसिबल, आणि ते परत तिकडे अपलोड करून टाका. ओके, थोडीशी आपण होमवर्क करायची सवय लावू. प्लीज अटेंडन्स, देन यू हॅव नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आय थिंक. रोल नंबर 1.
प्रेझेंट सर.
2 डिस्ने, कसा आहेस?
प्रेझेंट सर. बरोबर
निखिल
सर.
बरं आहे
Yes,
ना?
sir.
ओके.
Yes.
3 रोल नंबर 3.
Present, sir.
4.
प्रेझेंट सर.
5. Absent. 6.
6 प्रेझेंट सर.
7. Absent. 8.
प्रेझेंट सर.
Good. 9.